Okay, we're starting with options screen because professionalism and because I want to bitch that
Woo!
dash is set to control. I don't like using control for anything.
What the hell?
Also, I can't use anything.
You can't rewind it?
No, you
No,
can't. You
there's-
can't rewind shit.
There is, but with
So-
alternative
one.
forces. Anyway, hello. I am the guest here who am forcing Big to play this.
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
also here
it's,
for some reason.
Yeah, that is unclear at this time, but it is fine.
So we're recording this. It's currently the 28th of August. Silk Song was announced.
Oh
Very
no, you're
recently.
gonna reveal all our secrets.
Yep.
Yeah, this Ori technically came first compared to Hollow Knight. It's just that it's very
I thought
similar.
Ori
These
was like
games,
super old. I thought it was like
it's
2015
2015.
or something.
Yeah, the original.
I guess that's not super old, but...
Oh, there's the air conditioner. I knew I forgot to fucking do something. I normally turn that off.
Oh well.
We can't hear it in the Discord call, so it's fine.
Well, OBS might still be picking up.
True, turn tell. Yeah, I know Ori and Hollow Knight both get lumped together for being like similar Metroidvania kind of games. Yeah, kind of like the peak of that
Isn't
era.
this game a lot shorter, though?
Yes, it is rather short actually.
Huh, okay. Yeah,
I anticipate we'll probably.
No, you finish.
I was like, I anticipate we'll get through a good quarter, possibly a third of the game actually.
Damn, okay.
So.
Alright, well, we first gotta... Okay, I can't spam left and right and look really stupid, so...
You can jump in place though.
Okay, I don't know. Oh, okay.
What does it mean, blind forest, anyway? Last I checked, trees didn't have eyes.
0 out of 10. I'll go ahead and just share the one stupid story I have with this game, which is just... I first saw it when I think Vintage Beef played it. I'm pretty sure it was him. Like, this was just during the time when me and Martin watched a lot of stuff from him, and we hadn't never heard of the game before, but we're like, okay, we'll see what this is. And I think the first video was just called The Feels, and it was just like, we're watching this intro, and Martin's just like, let me guess, the parent is gonna die. And then, they do in like 2 seconds. And then he just kind of made fun of that for being predictable. And, I don't think we really watched much more of it. I don't really remember why exactly. And then, during some stream event, I don't remember what it was exactly. There was some other, like, situation where, like, somebody from our community was playing this, and just at the very beginning, they also made a big deal out of the feels, and Martin made fun of them again. And so I've basically just kind of had this, like, negative opinion of this game based off of, the first fucking 2 minutes of it for the past 10 years.
And here
But,
we
yeah,
are
fair.
having a fan forcing them to give it a shot.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing, is, like, I'm sure it is a good game. I've heard good things about it.
I guess my experience with the game is I don't really have one, honestly. Well, correction, I do, but in terms of how I found the game was really strange, actually. So, I think I just happened to see it on Steam one day, and I saw that the main character is Ori here, this little, like, wisp creature, and it kind of caught my attention because they're just kind of small, cute, but also just the art style of the game was very pretty for the time, because this is 2015. This is an old game at this point. It's almost a decade old. Actually, I think it's over a decade old now. But I would
That
say the
fateful
graphics
night,
are
he went over there and then went back.
But yeah, I will, since we talked about Hollow Knight a little bit. One thing that Hollow Knight has is the combat is very particular, but it's also very like clean and refined. This game focused a lot more on the kind of movement aspect of it, and just like the tightness of the platforming, which is both good and bad because it's very responsive, basically. and then consequently its sequel, which there's most likely not going to be a video on, but the sequel then took from Hollow Knight actually and improved the combat vastly. Well, I wouldn't say improve, but changed the combat to be vastly to be very similar to Hollow Knight actually. So it's kind of interesting how these games kind of went back and forth, and I guess it'll be interesting if Silksong pulls anything from Will of the Wisps, or potentially itself even.
It's always nice when games in a like genre or a particular space kind of, you know, take from each other and stuff. They kind of have a conversation.
I was gonna say something too, is that I felt like for me at least, compared to Hollow Knight, Hollow Knight was definitely very kind of gritty or very dark in multiple aspects. This game doesn't really pull that as much. Like, yes, we do have the super happy opening here, now going to this desolate wasteland, but beyond that, the game doesn't really get like any more dark or like creepy. Not creepy, I guess. So, I guess it's
Hollow Knight took big inspiration from like the aesthetic of Dark Souls, right?
I guess I wouldn't really know, but yeah, it's like I normally don't really like that style anyway, but with that game, it works well enough.
Rip
You know, how have I not pointed out that this thing has a strong sad face? Does this character have a name?
Yes, it's not said for a while actually, but their name is Naru.
Alright.
Oh, they said the line.
You know, I obviously did my whole playthrough of Hollow Knight. I'm sure I said it there, but with that game, my experience with it was basically just I heard people say it was good. I knew basically nothing about it, and I just decided to buy it on Switch and, you know, played a bit. Liked it, but didn't get more than like a third of the way through it, and then dropped it for a long time, and then Nick got me back into it. But I couldn't exactly say what works in that game for me. The tightness of the controls is definitely part of it.
Yeah. Both. The second game has a little bit more nuanced movement compared to the first one, but they're both still very well refined, and I really like it because once you know what you're doing, you can just completely zoom across the world in this game.
Is there a third Ori game in development?
No, it ends with the second one.
Okay.
The studio did make a separate game
foreground
after the
type.
fact.
What did the studio make? Have I heard of it?
What was that? Sorry.
What else did the studio make?
They ended up making an actual like kind of Dark Souls game, from what I've heard, but it's nothing at all tied to the universe of Ori. It's just a different game altogether.
Right.
I think apparently it pulled kind of a No Man's Skies, and it had a lot of stuff promised, and then it has yet to still deliver on it, which is a shame. But I have bought it, but I haven't really played it. I played it for like 30 minutes and then kind of stopped. I think I just prefer the Metroidvanias because, like I said, the other game they made is like a action RPG, like kind of like Dark Souls. Not so much a platformer Metroidvania, so different cup of tea. We're almost done with the prologue here, by the way.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, you know, as much as I make fun of the opening, like it was actually kind of sad. We're probably just making fun of Beef for being, you know, an exaggerated YouTuber personality.
There was a lot of videos around the time when this game came out of like, I remember watching a couple was like, oh, teens react to opening up Ori in the Blind Forest, or like,
God.
It was a kind of clickbaity thing for a while, but I guess before we get into the full dump of it, I want to plug a little bit now the randomizer for this game. There is a randomizer, and it is very well in depth, I would say.
Cool. I wonder what the first game to have to be really. There might already be a game that does this, but the first game to have like be like a Metroidvania style and have its own built-in randomizer with all of the same type of functionality that people would expect, and potentially even like multi-world or archipelago functionality. I wonder if that will ever happen, and if so, when.
I feel like the randomizers and whatnot, that's actually kind of faded from popularity. It was really big maybe like 3 or so years ago, probably a little bit
Because
earlier
of like
even.
people having a lot of time in COVID, you mean?
Yeah, but I feel like actually a lot of like, it's still around, don't get me wrong, but it's not as like prevalent nowadays, I think.
I guess you would know more because you actually did like the community kind of races and stuff like that, right?
And I do, for Ori, yes, and then I know for a while we had after the big Oots community or not archipelago BizHawk multi-world that we did, there were a few smaller archipelago runs that happened. But I feel like since then I would say the popularity has kind of waned slightly. Like it's still around and people are still fascinated and want to combine it with other games, but it's also just like the novelty has kind of ran its course at this point.
I see. Alright, well, game's over. He died. I've been saying he. I don't actually know if it is.
It doesn't. They don't have a gender as far as I'm aware. I know.
It's one of those.
Oh, the music. Oh, it's loud.
It'll quiet down. The swelling. I know. I don't think there is a defined gender. I know in believe it or not, Rivals of Aether, which is a 8-bit like, or not 8-bit, sorry,
right?
it's a pixel style Smash-like game. Yeah, now you can dance in
Alright, we
place.
should move in, yeah.
If we're doing stupid animations, you should stand against the wall and press down key rapidly. Anyway, yeah. So, as I was saying, in Rivals of Aether, it mentions Ori having a gender of she.
Am I not supposed to be able to make this jump? Okay, there it goes.
No, it's just a picky jump.
So many secrets.
Yeah. There are many secrets in this maze.
Oh.
Anyway, no, we're not at
No,
this.
that's fine.
But yeah, so there are several secrets. You just found the first one. Usually it's experience, but
Anything else
occasionally it will be for others. It'll be like health or
Weed.
other goodies.
Okay, don't jump into thorns. Something to keep in mind. Don't be a dumbass. I guess
Try not
this
to
is
get beat
also
up by
bad.
Andy Dick. You need the See, the
Wave
Choco
beam.
Reminds, if I remember what the ability was called.
Yeah, so we just want to go
The
down.
upgrade to the dash, the shadow thing.
Oh, Shadow Cloak. No.
Shadow Cloak, yeah.
So this is the definitive edition of the game. The original version still exists, but you basically just buy the definitive edition and then you get a copy of
Yeah, I saw
the original.
that. Is this something I want to interact with? Okay.
Not the art style necessarily.
There's
but,
the
like,
sneeze. I knew there was going to be one.
Not the art style, but something about like the rendering of this gives me strong like Rayman Origins / Legends vibes.
Yep. So interesting to this game is you can you can make saves and place them pretty much anywhere.
But you have to, like, pick
and
one up first.
You need to have energy, which is the blue thing.
I see a Rhyhorn has appeared.
Yep. And
John Candy.
oh, and he kicked your ass.
Damn, okay.
You did the right thing though. Yeah. You don't have a weapon yet. You have to trick it.
Oh, okay, get fucked.
Yep. Apparently, when you fill the bar, you gain an ability point.
Yep.
But yeah, energy is just a pickup from enemies and whatnot. It's a resource. You can save in not everywhere, but in like 90% of places you can save as long as you have energy. Yep, and it's saying here, once you level up, you gain ability points. And here we have
Oh
ability
my.
tree.
Okay. Let's see.
How much of a tree is it? It's 3 branches.
Yeah. Alright. Soul Link is the thing that makes a save point, right?
Yes.
that's... Just...
Yeah.
Do I even have an attack currently?
You'll get it in like 5 seconds here, but
Okay.
the red, for a quick reference, the red tree is more combat based, the purple is more like utility,
Yeah.
and the green is kind of like it's a little bit more utility, but also like exploration kind of.
Yeah. Okay. What does it mean reusing soul links? Because the one I had before I could only use, and then I had to pick up a new one, right? So now it's just like...
Yeah, you can. The way it works right now is you can only, once you hold E to save and you make the like save the soul link that you're at right now, you actually can't resave at it unless you get rekindle.
I see.
And then you can save at it as many times as you want.
I'll just take that one, I guess.
Yeah. Shortening the cooldown is also very useful. It cuts it down in like half. I don't know the exact time, but yeah, it's good to be able to save often.
Yeah, I was not expecting this game to have, like, pointer controls for anything. Because this was on Xbox, right?
Yes, it was.
So just
So you
use,
just
like,
use
the right stick, or...
Yeah. Well, generally when you do in this game, when you do like the aiming stuff, the game will like give you time to like slow down and you can react and like position yourself specifically with how you're aiming. But that's not for a while, so.
But yeah, I've read that people apparently use keyboard mouse controls for Hollow Knight fairly often, which is just weird to me. I think like the standard is binding like the nail and maybe the dash to left and right click, and I'm just like, I don't really know what the point of that is when you could just put it on keys. Like, I don't see how using the mouse is any
if I play a 2D
more useful.
platformer with my keyboard, I usually put or even just a 2D game in general on keyboard, I'll have WASD, and then my right hand sits near my arrow key, so I'll actually use the arrow keys as action buttons. That's what I do in Zelda Classic, like the sword on down and the A item on right.
Anyways, you're playing I Want to Be the Guy with Josh's scheme.
Yeah, I had to.
Left.
I had to do that with I Want to Be the Guy because I had to
Specific
move
hotkeys. Yeah. Like I think like it was specific hotkeys for bosses. Like if you hit like S or something, it skips part of the Birdo fight. That's why. So you just have to move it.
Alright, let's skip this.
Anyway. Yeah.
It was because my normal control scheme is WASD, and then I use like JKL for like the placement of my other hand, and the K button in I Want to Be the Guy just kills you, and there's no way to rebind it, so I had to move it to something else.
I thought it was Q. No, Q is reset, I think. Anyway, and you now have the ability to shoot small bits of fire and damage things. Yeah, the combat in this game is very bare bones. So
Don't remember where they passed it.
generally, so you picked up a sign, which is the little orb following you now, and it'll generally it'll like kind of fly in closer to things of interest to get in range for like hitting it with the Spirit Flame ability that you just got.
Okay. I'm gonna have to, constantly fuck around with the arrow.
You don't need a point to actually. Sign will kind of innately float towards things of interest.
Okay.
GameCube.
Yes.
Sorry.
You're good.
Speaking of games with pointer controls, I guess I'll mention recently I actually played a Zelda Classic Quest that uses that.
Yeah, it looked kind of neat.
It's one I'd seen before by my friend Moosh, called Engaged to Zelda Walk, based on an old hard as balls game called Engaged to Jabberwock. I'd seen an LP of this a long time of the thing a long time ago, and it looked really hard, so I was kind of worried, but it hasn't actually been that bad. And I told him like, oh, I'm only halfway through, but I expect it to get super hard later. He's like, oh no, it has an inverted difficulty curve. If you're halfway through, you're fine. Like the rest of the game will be easy. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's pretty standard for Zelda Classic, thinking about just how the upgrade system and whatnot works.
Did not mean to
it's
place
a very
that right next to
game.
the other save point. I just wanted to use the tree.
All good. You can do it on top of the well, and also you can only have one save like active at a time. So A slight heads up. Yeah. You can, if you save at the thing, you'll get your energy back actually. And if you press E on top of it, it'll actually pull up the voting menu.
Oh.
And if you press E on it, you can actually access the ability tree without needing to spend a point. It doesn't tell you, but
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the blue icon on the left? Is that like attack power?
Left of your experience bar at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's your energy. Yeah, you have 1 energy cell right now.
Which
And
is
saving
not
consumes the
health,
whole
right?
one. No,
Oh,
health
it's
is
the,
green to
it's
your
the
right.
saving. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I think you picked up Quick Flame, which lets you do 3 instead of 2.
Yeah.
A little bit early in red's not bad. There
also,
is.
this makes me. Sorry, on.
I would say you can't. There is like a specific time you can do to like maximize it, but otherwise, just mashing as fast as you can also honestly works.
Yeah,
What
I'm
were we saying about him?
kind of
What the other
seeing
side?
that, like... Oh. It seems like you want to click basically as soon as the last hit connects, and then kind of gets into like a groove.
Mhm.
Keystone.
What was that about art style, Autumn? I thought we
I was gonna say the art style kind of gives me the vibe of some kind of like. I'm gonna say 2009, like European independent CG animated film that like wins a bunch of awards. And
But
everyone's
otherwise,
like,
nobody
this,
hears of it.
Yeah. Everyone's like, see, this really, we definitely didn't prove it all these other times with these great movies, but this really proves just what you can do with the medium of animation. It's not just for kids.
It's a Toy Story.
No, the genre of animation, get it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we need 2 keys.
There are 2 locks in this door.
Speaking of movies, actually, it's funny. There actually was a movie that came out that apparently was heavily inspired by this game.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually a French movie, I believe. It was called Moon, Guardian of the Moon. It was like MUNE.
I see.
Apparently, it was heavily inspired by this game, and I could see it in terms of just like kind of the world building and everything they had set up for that.
Gotcha. Well, shit, maybe that's the thing I was getting vibes of.
How do I open the map?
Tab.
Okay. So, probably upright. I will see
you can
what
go that
goes
way.
this way anyway.
You should go up right, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, now I have to do the other thing. I haven't really gotten a good look at these enemies. I can't really tell what the hell they're actually supposed to be.
They're like frog things. That's what you need to pick up.
This is probably not destroyable yet.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, I think there's a setting. Actually, hold on. Fight the enemy real fast. Let me take. Okay. And there's a setting for damage values. I'm not sure if you would want that on or not.
What, just like showing like health?
How much
points,
damage
or...
like your attack does? Yeah, it shows how much damage like your attacks do and whatnot. So if you want to get like see the specific values of attacks and whatnot. Anyway, you just picked up an energy tank essentially.
Yep.
But yeah, if you were on that wall to the right, if you attack it, it actually is saying 0. If you have the damage values
The
on.
fuck just damaged
so
me? I didn't see anything.
it shot spikes at you. Those enemies, those
Nope.
slime enemies, snipe you like all the time in this game.
I'm just gonna deny that.
Here we go.
I will mention that for to the viewer, I don't know how noticeable it is, but I had to wake up at the disgustingly early time of 11 p.m. to record this, and because I have
11 a.m.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
no p.m. definitely, but no, because I've been you know, staying up until like fucking 5 or 6 a.m. and waking up at like 3 lately. It's a little bit of a shock to the system, but I need to get more back on track anyway, so.
My schedule is always all over the place when I'm not, you know, haven't been working or whatever, so.
Right.
I've kind of been up a long time, but I was getting dead fucking tired a couple hours ago, so I did take a very brief nap. I'm probably gonna go back to sleep straight after this.
There is a chance I will too, I don't know yet.
Yeah, because we originally planned, because the story behind that is,
Yeah, I'll actually just tell the full situation here because it's fucking stupid. So, I was supposed to start my next semester of like college classes this week. It's Thursday and they were supposed to start on Monday. And it didn't happen because last week on fucking Wednesday I get a call from one of the professors saying that, like, one of the classes that you've signed up for had a last-minute schedule change. Instead of meeting on Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m., it's now going to be Monday, Wednesday at 6 p.m. And also it's being put off for another week, so it won't be starting until, like, you know, the Wednesday of the following week. And it's like, okay. The problem is, I signed up for 2 classes, and one of them was already Monday, Wednesday at 6 p.m. So I now, without a time turner, cannot attend both of these classes. So what the fuck? And
it's so bizarre, because it's like, this is... You're not doing like a full... like,
yeah.
You're not graduating, it's just college classes, but like... You said pretty much everyone in these classes is like taking mostly the same stuff, right?
I mean, people are taking stuff in different orders and stuff, I think. It's...
No? Okay.
Because the thing is, like, we already sort of skipped a class that we were supposed to take, just because the, like, director, I don't know what you'd call him, just kind of was like, yeah, if you're not going for a degree, like, fuck it, I can just put you in this, I don't care about the prerequisites. And, you know, we did fine anyway. But yeah, so there were 2 classes at the same time, and we asked about this, like, you know, is there any way we can make this work? And they're like, we can't change it back. And there were no other classes at a time that was actually, like, something that we could do. So we just had to drop one of them. And so we're taking the one that got pushed forward a week. It's really stupid. So, we get to learn AutoCAD, but we don't get to learn how to use an EDM, which is like a weird machine that cuts with an electric wire.
These are glorified Chozo statues, so...
Alright. Alrighty.
Okay, now wall jump.
Wait.
Hooray.
It's the arrow keys, but I'm not using those. I'm using the fucking mouse.
It's just your general movement.
Okay.
It's just when you run up against a wall, you can press space and you can jump off of it now.
I see. Yeah, it's probably a thing worth doing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you went through a long gap, actually. If I was kind of where you would die, and we would have lost, like, 3 minutes of progress.
Did I get another level, actually?
You did.
Okay.
You did, you leveled up.
Let's see.
The...
So, strength up. What is this?
When you create the save point, you heal 1 life now.
Oh.
With regroup.
So fucking blind. I'm looking at this, I'm like, what does this mean? But, anyway,
I would pick up Spirit Magnet, honestly.
Okay.
Just so you don't have to immediately run into stuff to pick it up.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too helpful, but I'm sure it blocks other stuff, so...
I know in the second game you just have wall jumping by default, so I have to remember sometimes when I go between the games that I can just wall jump immediately in the second one.
Is it a continuation of this one? I mean, I would imagine so.
Yes, it is.
So, because, like, to me, it's like, You know, obviously Samus trips and drops all of her abilities in the sewer every single new game, but I feel like generally in sequels you should have the abilities you had in the last game, and it's kind of stupid if you don't. I remember reading, like, in the Banjo-Tooie strategy guide, I think they said something like, you know, most games don't let you keep your old abilities, but in this one you do. And it's like, okay, I mean, I would expect to. Why is that not normal?
Yeah, you actually don't keep most of the abilities in the second game, actually, thinking about it. Or, like, it's weird, you have to relearn it. I think I know the lore reason why, but I'll talk about that at the end.
Okay.
But yeah. Did this rock move back, or did you just not move it in the first place?
I don't think I've been over here. Or, no, I guess I have. Were these spinning spike things here before?
Yeah, they were.
Why do I not remember them?
Ziggy Boogadoo.
Right.
So now we have timed escort mission.
But it's not underwater, so it doesn't count.
Right. Thankfully, can go through without an issue.
Okay, I didn't think that the, like, branches of these would actually pass through me. I thought they would shove me. I'll tend to immediately ignore what the game wants me to do.
Gotta beat up the Malice.
Yeah. Or Gloom, or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, oh no.
You don't have an ability point yet. You get when you level up.
Right. What did
Now
it
you're halfway
say?
to a level.
What did it say I had gotten back? It was at one of the save points.
You picked up the ability to wall jump. Because
Well, no, I know that, but like when I was on the left of this area, I collected something, and I swear it's.
Oh, it was the blue energy crystal. Yeah.
Okay.
So you think of it as a resource. So right now, if you look at the bottom, you have
only
the
one, and I have to.
1 out of 2. The other one is empty right now. And so picking up the blue crystals will refill it to use for saving and for other abilities, as we'll see in a little bit here. Oh yeah, there's a blue crystal drop. Yep, so you're back at 2 energy now.
Okay, where was the map thing? I remember it was down at the bottom, I think.
You haven't seen it yet, actually.
I thought I'd.
It's not down there.
No?
No.
Okay.
You never went down here, and you're gonna need to.
I swear I ran into a thing that said I needed a map pace. Yeah, I've been over here.
Oh, whoops. I must have not been paying attention. Yeah. Maybe you can put the map stone in now. These map stones are not specific to an area, actually, but they're generally located next to an altar, so you might as well put it in. So, yep. You can also see a little bit up above.
Yep. Okay, and I would only use 1 per place.
Yep. I would say this game is actually fairly linear, but it does have a lot of hidden pickups and whatnot that you go back with different skills to get. But in terms of like the major abilities, there's not really a it's not like you can go out of your way to go get one.
Out of order.
Yeah, the randomizer, like I said, briefly, the randomizer gives you different combinations of abilities, and they have various interesting interactions. So like, there's a later ability that lets you like cling onto walls and you can run up them. And then there's the wall jump, obviously both of which you can use to climb walls, but having one means you can't do some things that the other one can't.
Yeah.
I would make a save before you head up.
Okay.
Yeah. But the second game actually is a lot more open-ended, or like goals to go do, and like different areas you can do at different times. So.
No, attack this, no.
Nope. Their hitboxes are a little funky too, but hopefully you won't run into weird issues with that.
I don't know why I haven't made this connection yet, but I swear on the options screen it said that, or the, like, you know, control screen, it said that up was jump, and I'm like, well, that's gonna be fucking annoying, and it just isn't. So, I don't know what I thought I saw.
I think it's up for charge jump. That's the last ability in the game.
Okay.
And you hold up to charge it. That's probably what you saw.
Possibly.
Yeah, charge jump is being the last skill in the game. It is very strong.
Alright. How would I get big glowy thing? I'm trying to see where there is a walk-through wall.
You can't reach it yet.
I don't know.
Unfortunately not. Just saving you some time now.
Alright.
Yeah. The game doesn't explore as rewarding yet. It'll be a little bit of a while until we get there.
Where did that actually originate?
I thought that was something that Martin.
Yeah, I think it's something that Martin said.
Spoonerism.
For some reason, I thought it was a thing I said, but I was couldn't remember.
It was in Majora's, I think.
Okay. Oh, good.
Obviously, I know 10 Fingers is from that. That's not Spoonerism.
Yeah,
Were you responsible for the dialogue blocks as barking it?
I believe that was
No,
Fiona.
that was Fiona.
Actually.
That was
Was who?
It was Fiona.
Shaitofu / Fiona in beginning of Pikmin 2.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that LP.
It was before the other co-commentator.
Right.
Do you remember what the other commentator was called? Because I do.
It was Omega Edge. I don't think it was 69. It was
No, that's
Omega
the guy
Edge.
that made That's the guy that made Kaizo.
Oh, I don't know offhand.
I don't think Josh has ever spoken to him on a video.
No, I don't think so.
You did interact with him once, though, right?
Did I? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
If I did, it was maybe in like just a YouTube comment or something.
No, it was a Hasp.
Yeah, I remember it was Has, but I forgot what his actual username was. It was like Omega something.
I don't know.
Oh, I have no idea.
Well, we gotta make fun of this game for having a mana tray. It's a slightly overused trope, but it works.
Weird animals.
Some of them resemble kangaroos.
I do.
Anger. Also, this thing looks like it's infested with Phazon.
Yeah. So what, birds are evil now?
Yeah, I don't want to make the rules.
I think it's just a general trope of like light versus dark, and that comes up a little bit more in the some of the story that is added in Definitive Edition.
I'm just gonna, assume that, this game was promoted with a bunch of trailers of, like, hit, like, movie directors and authors, like, talking about how, it's the classic tale, the classic struggle of light versus dark, and it's just so beautiful. And, the music, like, comes to a head as one of them is finishing their sentence, and then it's just literally just writing fan fiction.
Right.
Why the hell do I have 6 Discord messages?
Joel is joling.
Okay. Ginso tree.
Joseph is Josephing.
I see.
So posting about vampires and furry shit. Got it.
Oh no, he's been typecast.
So yeah, we have 3 MacGuffins to go after.
I'm just gonna call this Nibble. I assume it's like Nibel or something, but Nibble is fine.
I think it's Nibble. I don't know if it's ever said how to pronounce it.
I don't want to go to
When are we
Deep
going
Nest already.
Yeah, so we're going to Deep Nest.
Um,
I get shot that bad.
I'm gonna have to, not do it, but I see Thornfelt Swamp, and all I think of is the, like, Jontron song with the, like, running around Thorntail Hollow.
People on this other server are talking about bad milk.
Oh my god. It appears that you have drinking some bad milk.
Why is it the elk voice?
That's what he sounds like.
That made me think of, it is made out of beef jerky.
Yes.
I pulled my brain for a reference to make, and I just ended up going, "There's a word."
Right.
So I responded, "A word you will need." What was the word?
Albatross.
Consolation.
Alright, do I want to intentionally trigger the thing?
No.
Oh, good. Look out, the ground is unstable. It does jack shit.
You need Desolate Dive.
There we go.
Yep.
It's bad milk. What? This will explain everything. Is from, or is that a different game?
No, that's Darkseid 2.
Okay. Is it like it shows your mom's head exploding?
Yes.
You're like, I see now.
I don't remember what the context for that is. It's just, because it was a thing that Red Supre was watching the long play of, and it was the person playing it, for some reason, felt the need to talk to every single NPC and, check every interaction after progressing the game at all at any point. So they would just, talk to the same people like fucking 30 times. And it was the slowest. Yeah, it was the slowest, just most fucking infuriating playthrough I've ever seen of anything in my life. And then just, after all of this, you're just in like this weird dream world where just weird shit is happening. And yeah, your mother is just like, this will explain everything. It's so good.
That's nice.
Alright, I'll take this one, I guess. I didn't even see what this was. Oh. I actually probably would have liked that one. Oh well, that's fine. But yeah, Bad Milk brought us, The Walrus is Paw. There was like something below our level, I don't remember what it was, which might have come from Walter White drowning in the bathtub. Yeah, there's the, like,
Walter.
There is a sound.
Which always makes me think of the song Gold by Spandau Ballet. It's like, this is the sound of my soul.
I'm doing good. Alright, time to take damage from it.
Wait, that's not Gold. Hang on, what song is that?
You're thinking of Bobcat Goldthwait.
No, that is Gold. That is Gold.
Yeah, dying, yeah.
No, it's not Gold. Fuck, I'm stupid. Whatever. Who cares?
I gotta drop a lot of health and energy. Fine.
Science energy. And it was... Oh, wait, no, I can't drop down. What did that lever do?
It lowered the logs to your left. If you go back to the left, you somewhat missed the one path that leads to progress right now. But of these two swinging logs coming up, before you pulled that lever, the left one was too high to jump to. So when you pull the lever, it lowered this one so you can get up and over.
Okay, am I now?
To the right, to where you got blocked off by that blue wall. If you go back down, actually, like I said, you still missed the one important part of the one important upgrade still. But
Okay.
it's all good.
What a weird achievement.
Kill enemies. 'Cause we didn't see any.
Kill 3 enemies without touching the ground.
Oh, huh.
God, just massive fucking pile.
I didn't realize there was still an enemy there.
They keep
Just
splitting
respawn
into
immediately.
twos.
Okay, so,
Yeah, so we can't break that wall yet.
Pacifier.
yeah. So what am I missing?
Go back left and down. So the floor, the part where you broke the floor.
Tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh, so I thought you told me to come back over here.
Oh, this was the area that you could reach when you pulled the lever. When you didn't pull the lever, you actually couldn't get up here yet, actually. Because that second, like, upper swinging wood log is too high to jump to otherwise. So when you pull the lever, it lowers that. But anyway, here we have Chozo Statue number 2.
No.
Oh, no, no.
Is the next one gonna be Eto?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh.
It's fine. Yeah. These trees thankfully work like Chozo Statues too, and they heal you fully.
Well, Chozo statues in Zero Mission specifically.
Right. Not in super.
Charge flame, hold the bullshit, release the bullshit. Okay. I did not actually get. God damn it. Refill my thing.
You do it at the. It did fill it up, and then you use some to save. That's fine.
Right.
So if you go to the right,
Well, this will refill it, right? If I do it again.
only once when you first
Oh,
interact with
okay.
it. So
I see.
that does consume energy. The blue thing.
I see.
So
Okay.
there's a crystal there though that you can use to recover. So you can now break blue walls and plants as it is. So at this point, actually, you have a little bit of variety of where you can go.
Kmart.
Yeah. Oh, level up. I would recommend looking at the green tree actually. If you go a little bit further on, the one past regroup, it halves the cost of the ability you just got. Because normally it costs
Okay.
1 full cell. This would cut it down to half.
Yeah, it does sound good. I guess that's fine then.
Start working towards there.
Okay. So let's see. There's this whole dark area here. I don't know if I can do any of that yet.
Nope, can't reach that yet.
And other than that, it's just going back here. And
If you go down, if you go down a little bit, the part where next to that poison pool, you can go up that wall to the right now. Actually, down right a little bit more.
This. Okay.
Yeah, that's right next to the well. And then alternatively, you can go.
The game's
left
kind of
from
wanting
the
me to do
tree.
this, right?
Yep.
Oh, then there's
And
this.
you could go over that way too, actually. Now that you have the ability to break the blue wall, because there's a blue wall blocking your way over there.
Let us go up and left.
I will say going up and left is probably the worst choice of the 3, but
In terms of difficulty, or
yeah, that's a much up and left is going later on to the game. So
okay. Of the other two, what's the easier one?
the bottom one down below is actually the area that was added by Definitive Edition. It's got more story and there is a new unique ability down there.
I'll do that.
Otherwise, if you go back up and right, that progresses with the game normally. So
Okay, because whichever you said, I was going to take like the middle option. So did that wall respawn, or have I not broken that
nope,
one yet?
you didn't break that wall before.
Okay.
Yeah, you've been over here, right? This is where you got the first health cell. So
Opinion on the Belegda experience.
Belayed.
will not move the rock. You can't make me. Have I gotten the thing over here yet? I don't remember.
Yeah, that was where the first keystone was.
Okay.
To open the door there, so yeah. And that was where the other keystone was, so.
Oh, for some reason I thought that was progress.
I will say the map is a lot more complicated in the second game. The areas are just way bigger and larger, so it's nice. It definitely fits the good niche of a Metroidvania, but it's also really annoying to navigate.
Hmm.
Have I gotten a thing up here yet? I can't. I don't know if I have the ability to up.
Unfortunately, no.
I will take this time to mention, I don't know if I ever talked about this in a stream or anything, but bears repeating. Me and Joel have tried Shadow Labyrinth, the weird Pac-Man Metroidvania. We haven't played it in a few weeks, but it was like fine. What we've seen of it, we were kind of waiting to see if it would become good, because it kind of started out not very good. I'm still not exactly sure how to feel about it. It's like the actual gameplay is fine, like the combat and the abilities you have and stuff. The world design is just very questionable. It, very frequently just seems to have sections where it's like, here's a split path. One of them is, really bullshit looking. And then you go through the less bullshit of the paths, and it turns out they both lead to the same area, and there was no reason to take the hard one. It doesn't have anything new in it. And it's like, okay, why? And there's really large chunks with, nothing in it. The story is incomprehensible and kind of trying too hard.
I have not tried that game at all, so I don't know what.
I'm shitting on it here. I don't want to say it's bad. It's just not as good as I was expecting.
Yep, Naru. That was the name of the one you took you in.
Yeah.
So yeah, this whole area is unique to Definitive Edition, which at this point is definitely old, but yeah.
I'm seeing it's very dark, which is
dark.
a experience I'm not thrilled by, because of stuff like that. I haven't been grinding up to buy the Lumafly lantern.
It's okay. This place won't be too dark for terribly long.
Okay. That's me running into shit.
Don't forget that you can save in most places, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I should...
You don't have to jump left onto that platform, because there's no safe spot here, actually.
Onto the lower one?
Yep, onto the lower one.
Okay. For some reason, I assumed there was a wall to my left.
Nope. And then straight down.
I drop safely? Okay.
I think you have to... Okay, thank goodness. Yeah, because if you died there, I think we would have watched that cutscene again, actually. It's a flag that didn't get set.
They put falling damage in the motherfucking 2D platform game?
Nope.
Okay.
I did.
Oh yeah, well I once put a loft track in a shore that didn't have any jerks in it.
Can I breach that and wall jump off of it?
Yes.
Why didn't you simply try it?
Because I didn't want to take damage.
Okay, but what if it saved time?
Well then it would have been fine.
I don't think... Yeah, we won't be getting the second cutscene here. It's later. You can pick it up. You can pick up the little orb thing to your right.
Oh. I see.
And it creates light.
Okay.
That...
Oh, it gets rid of... Okay.
It's the Hat in Time bubble, where it makes certain things appear and certain things disappear.
Man, I don't remember shit about Hat in Time. I was trying to think what this reminded me of, and it's sort of the, Time Stone from Skyward Sword. Okay, now that, you know, the reference is already passed, I'll just mention that I was making fun of this the other day. Just, I don't understand why. I don't know if they still do it, but on, like, taskvideos.org, they would always, go out of their way to specify whenever a run would, take damage to save time. It's like, I don't know why this is listed as, like, an important detail. Okay, this just...
You can still tackle holding it, so...
Yeah, I don't know why I thought I couldn't.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Um...
I think saving heals you a point of health now, so...
Oh, saving goes from health, yeah.
Yep. This rate is a little bit of a difficulty spike, I will say.
That's fine.
It's also very slow, as you can imagine by the time cycles.
Yeah. Game, come on, I tried to jump that.
Yeah, this is probably my least favorite part of the game.
I mean...
I need to, like, get a lobotomy because my brain just went, then why'd you turn it off?
Look, we have 6 cool sayings. Okay, I can...
Lobotomy time.
Like, I was on point.
Just save again.
Turn bad is on point!
Yes. Strong badly! And the enemy respawned. Was that because I saved, or...
You went far...
badly and end!
You just went far enough off screen and were in the area, like, enough time had passed that the enemy respawned.
Alright.
Strong bad, get a end.
Yes.
I like Big Hosu in the sky. Or no, it was a Swignig in the breeze. That was it.
That wasn't the original typo, was it? Because that was Big Hosu in the sky. That was
I named the video Cruiser Crossong of the Rainbow to make fun of that,
Yeah.
and then, you know, got 11,000 comments telling me that I made a typo.
I thought that was how they
continued I continued the tradition in my Mario 64 LP of naming the segment, that one segment, Tricky Turnagles.
Yeah.
I should say it before you start this section. Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly why.
Yep.
You have to. Yeah, you're pretty much dead here. Well, first death. That's fine.
Nope, gotta restart.
There is a 1 life difficulty, believe it or not.
I saw.
Yeah. Okay, so this thing that I'm pointing at looks thorny and like I shouldn't jump on it, but
It's a lantern. You just lit one to your left, actually. So
Okay.
you want to jump on it with the orb, like hopscotch.
You know, that's my own fault for not being observant that I already interacted with one of them, but it did kind of look like it was going to damage me. I will, you know, claim that that's bad game design, even though it's probably fine. Turnagles. Anne of Green Nagels. And I could not have possibly timed that worse.
Okay, you're just testing the damage values of them, which is insta-kill.
I didn't expect it to be insta-kill.
Yeah, lasers are... if Mega Man dies from spikes, Ori dies from lasers, basically.
Weed. That was a little tighter than that should have been. Alright.
Make a save. Well, you have to go back to... Yeah, don't be afraid to make saves, pretty much.
Alright, am I just going down and heading to this little nugget on the left?
You're going back up now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there anything in said nugget? Looks like
there is,
go
but you
left.
can wait. You can wait to get it.
Okay.
You can wait till after you light the place up. This game does not have any missable... correction, it has one missable thing, if you don't get it at that point in time. Otherwise, there is no
So it's the
permanent.
the first
And even
box
then-
in Mario RPG. Got it.
Even then, it's just a plant that you break. That's all that you miss.
Oh.
That you can't go back to.
Like just
The original
common
version of the
ones, or-
game. Yeah, it was like the one that you use the charge light to break, like a blue plant thing. That there's one of them that's missable if you don't get it at that particular time. Otherwise, though, that's one thing the definitive edition fixed was that you can. Otherwise, in the original version of the game, areas would lock off after you complete them. And so you could permanently miss stuff in the original, but they made it so you can backtrack in some areas now.
More lasers.
Pew pew.
More running.
Where are my lasers at?
I have free will to do what I want, but I choose to oscillate.
Okay. It took me far too long to understand what was going on here. Yeah, I'm causing these things to exist. This seems like a thing I don't...
You can drop it.
I can drop the thing I'm holding?
Yep. Shift, I believe.
Oh. The game probably told me this, and I forgot because I am dumb.
Didn't really. You never... You can drop it with shift whenever, but, and if you, like, leave it in a place and you can't get back to it after a minute, it'll, like, start flying around you like it is now, and it'll drop after a minute. So you can't, like, soft lock yourself. Yep.
Okay. I like how I picked it up just to drop it again.
Yeah. So good news and bad news. We're a third done with this place now. And the place is going to be lit up, as we can see.
Well, that will be an improvement.
Actually,
That's what you
I missed
think.
that. It's only third up. But the good news is we're going to get stops pretty soon here. We can go a little bit further more.
Wow, it really is a Metroid game.
Really
It's
is the
a light
Metroid of the
area.
Wild.
You should go back to the right before you go back down.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a... Yeah, this is why. Kiki. So this is a key.
Yee.
So this is the speedrunner's second or first best friend. Probably second.
Yeah, I can see why. I don't like that it's bound to control, but I will deal... Oh my god.
It's very fast enemies.
Oh, and there's the death. Yep, okay.
It's okay. You save it. The tree saves when you use it. So
So I'm trying to think, like, I think the first game that I ever played that, like, you know, put something on control was when Minecraft gave the option to, like, make that sprint button instead of double tapping. And I made it a point to never use that because it's just really uncomfortable to reach. And I don't know if I've ever actually played anything that uses it because I just hate it. Now in FF14 you can bind stuff to, you know, control plus numbers, and I refuse to do that. So
I was gonna mention FF14 as well. I was gonna say I you know, played Minecraft early enough to be used to the double tap thing, but it was so fucking inconvenient that I was, you know, I welcomed the control thing. It doesn't feel awkward to me to press at all.
like for me, whenever I'm sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say in FF14, I don't bind anything to control because I already have shift on the same side, and I feel like pressing control and shift is that's really awkward. Yeah, I'm just testing. It's because you have to use your ring finger for it, which means that you can't move left while doing it. So that wasn't acceptable. So I basically, as far as I'm concerned, had to use shift and alt instead. So that's why my buttons are, you know, the buttons.
What
shift,
finger are you
buttons,
using for
button.
alt?
My thumb.
Weird.
I mean, I'm
You
not
know-
using it for anything else.
You're not using it for space?
No, I don't jump.
Yeah.
There we
Like,
go.
I know we've had this discussion before, because you have, like, some
Yeah.
use for it involving the camera. I never need to jump, so...
Alright. Yeah, I'm constantly jumping. Oh, that was on the timer. I see.
Yep. Meanwhile, I use both control and shift for various keybinds in 14.
How do you do that, though? Because then you can't move left while doing that.
Well, no, you still use your...
I
Oh,
pinky. It's okay.
You press both of them with your pinky at the same time?
No, I use 1 through 6 for control, and then 1 through 6 with shift. That I can reach comfortably well with one hand alone.
Yeah, but you said that you do control and shift, right?
well,
I don't use them both at the same time.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, for me, I use 4, like, hotbars, so I need, like, nothing, holding one modifier, holding the other modifier, holding both modifiers. So, like, I have an alt-shift hotbar.
Yeah, I mean, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Where was the...
It was back up top.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, like, you know, if I forced myself to get used to control, it might be okay. I think just due to the way that I, like, lay my hand on the keyboard, it's awkward. Because, like, right now I'm kind of having to, like, hold my hand up a little higher than I normally would to reach it comfortably, and I'm not used to doing that.
I mean, that's another thing, is you mentioned that, like, you use, like, JKL for action buttons. Like, I could never do that, because that's, like... I feel like, yeah, I'm testing it now, and, like, a couple of my other fingers are, like, awkwardly hovering, or, like, not hovering, but, like, resting on some other keys, and I feel like I would accidentally press those keys by accident.
Well, like, which keys?
Let's see, when I do that, my thumb kind of rests on the space bar, my left, my right pinky kind of rests on the apostrophe, which, if you don't have those bound to anything, I guess it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, my N64 controls have the C buttons on caps lock, C, N, and semicolon, which is just where my other fingers rest. So I'm just constantly able to hit those at any point. But oh no! And death. And I didn't fucking save. Oh my god! I keep forgetting that I need to.
Yeah, pretty much whenever you
It's
see an
kinda
energy
interesting.
crystal, you should save whenever you see one of the blue crystals. You just run past the enemies though, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like arrow keys for action buttons because there's nothing beneath them. I can very easily just rest my hand on the bottom part of my laptop and just have my
Game
3
come on.
middle fingers there.
Yeah, I don't know. I like, you know, putting my main fingers on ASD, JKL, and it just has enough stuff around them. And then there's my Pikmin controls, which are, okay, I fucking do the same thing every single time. I have, you know, WADs for movement, and then I have the main face buttons on numpad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I have the C stick on the arrow keys, which I just kind of reach over with my thumb. It's
I could not imagine playing Pikmin with keyboard only. I could imagine keyboard and mouse. Keyboard only seems odd, I think. But if you're used to it, that makes sense. I have used the numpad for stuff before, though. Usually when I'm playing like a DS game, I'll sometimes, if it's depending on just what the controllers require.
Almost. That frog has a name, by the way. The one that dies here.
like a
Is it like
community
a fan
name, or...
community term? Or?
Yeah, it's a community name. You can do some very fun, very interesting tricks with that frog. But
Am I able to reach that thing?
nope, you can't break that rock right now.
Killed a fucking frag. You see, it's funny because I removed a word.
Yes.
You don't have the girth pixel to get through that. To
So,
knock that thing in.
jumping after a dash does not actually give you more distance, huh?
It kind of does. This game does have coyote jumps, where if you like dash off a ledge, you can jump at before like you get out of the dash animation.
I not at all? I thought I got
You're-
level. What am I
You
like
did the first time when you killed all the enemies and got the experience, but then you died in the
Oh,
boulder or the chase there, and then you lost the experience.
oh, so if you die, you lose all the stuff you've gained. I did not know that.
Up to that point, yeah.
Okay. There's a map thingus, which I do not have.
Can't go that way yet. Yeah, we're pretty much done with this area for now. In fact, if you go to the teleporter, there'll be a cutscene that says, "Hey, we can't do anything else here."
Yep, that's a bear error.
Massive fire.
I like the massive fire.
I don't actually remember what it's from.
Planet Zabeth.
Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to tell you about this that happened the other day. I was talking to a friend of mine,
Okay, hold on.
and
Sorry. So, was I at like 99% of a
Yeah, you
level?
were.
Okay, because that's what I was confused by. Is I'm like, isn't this like the color of like the filled-in wheel?
Yeah,
And
you
then-
were like one experience away.
And
from
then you're
leveling
like,
up.
you lost all the experience. I'm like, oh, okay, this is probably completely empty then.
It's because the first time that you went through that corridor with the dash,
Yeah,
you killed all the
enemies.
enemies, so you had more experience. So when you picked up the 100 here right before the escape, they gave you a level then. But after, when you just ran right through, picking up that 100 didn't give you enough. Also, hold on. You might want to go back to the well to the right. Actually, you can teleport from well to well when you're on them to get around faster. So.
Oh, good. Where am I going?
So yeah,
up
back
here?
up to you have to go back up there. But then you can go from there. You can teleport from there to the big tree where you were at, where we had the big cutscene.
Okay.
Because there was a
Anyway.
well there also.
I'm sorry, I interrupted something being said.
that's okay. So I was speaking to a new friend of mine the other day who's a big. Oh, I knew they were a big Simpsons fan, so I assumed that maybe they were a fan of Futurama as well, like quite a big fan of Futurama as well. And I was like, I said like, what's your favorite Futurama episode? Because I'm curious.
Yep. Yeah.
And they're like, oh, she was like, I don't really know, because, there's different types of like, there's some that are really funny, some that make you cry. And I'm like, yeah, all right, let's just go for like your favorite funny episode. I shit you not, she said the honking. And I'm
Nice.
like, that's my favorite as well.
Yeah. Not that you
I fucking lost my goddamn mind.
can go right now.
Just over here.
Go up and yep.
Yeah.
Because when you first went there, you didn't have the ability to break blue walls,
Right.
but now you do.
Is there anything I can reach back here? This is where I started the game, right?
Yes, but you cannot reach anything from that direction yet. So
I'm also seeing unexplored shit here, but whatever, that's fine.
yeah, up and
Yeah.
Objective, find the Ginso tree. Ginso!
I like how there's no joke there.
No, there isn't.
Bugbo. It's just anytime there's a two-syllable thing ending with O, we just turn it into bongo.
Yeah. Fuck, what was the where did Bogbo even come from? Was it just me saying Boggo in a stupid way?
I don't know. It's a fucking file name you have in Zelda Classic, and I thought that it
Yeah.
didn't come from anything.
Mm.
And because, nobody asked, and it's been like fucking 5 minutes since it was mentioned, I'll point out that the, massive fire thing was, it was the strip of Planet Zabeth that was the newest at the time when I discovered it, and it was just, like, Ridley taking a bunch of booze down to, like, a cellar, and he's just like, alright, gotta lock this thing up. Nothing will be able to get into here short of a massive fire. Yep. Massive fire. And then, Garuda, who is trying to get into it, is just like, what do I do? Oh, I know, a flood!
Good.
this is gonna lead us at times. You might want to go back up.
Is that deep nest?
Not so much that, but if you look down, if you hold down, I think you should be able to see. Not quite, but there's no safe ground down there. You're gonna land in a pit of spikes and die if you were to go down.
Awesome. Okay.
So, That's what that hanging cutscene was showing. Like, hey, there's a thing here.
Nobody asked, but the bongo thing is from a short video series by somebody called Finley Christie, who was just making fun of like those movies where the, you know, American characters like go to some generic, exotic, you know, Middle Eastern slash African slash Asian, you know, just some non-Western world location, and they always gotta have the fucking like establishing shot.
Why do I keep fucking that up?
Well, he was making fun of all the tropes because there was also like the, you know, the establishing shot with the music that just has like the ah,
yes,
and the, you know, the fucking bead curtain markets and the, you know, woman with like piercing eyes and a veil that stares at you. Anyway, yeah, there's the part where like
breakable.
Yes, that is breakable. It's got blue.
They make friends with a random monkey, of course, and they're like, I'm gonna name you Bongo. And then they end up in jail, and they manage to escape because, you know, the god is like snoring with the cartoonishly giant ring of keys on the wall next to him, and the monkey grabs the keys and then lets them all out, and it's just like, Bongo, you came to save us.
You want to go right here first, a little bit. Yep. I don't want to directly tell you where to go here and there, but just for some convenience and saving time.
That's fine.
And a little bit of platforming, but your reward is not death.
Not death is always good. Oh, good. Is there like a... Can I like dash jump off of like a wall or...
It's an ability you don't have yet. It's in the green tree, but it lets you use the dash in midair. Right now you don't have it.
Okay. This is proving to be a little poopy. Maybe I'm just jumping too low. I just don't want to bump the ceiling.
Yeah.
There we go.
See if you can go back up left.
And get
you
stuff
want
to save, yeah.
There we go.
I don't appear to have the ability to do anything up there.
Nope. So
And,
now we follow the next one.
I haven't... God damn it. What am I collecting to open this? Has it shown me?
We ran into one in the Spirit Caverns. It's an energy door. It blocks the way, and you have to put energy in it to unlock it. That being, they're having 4 slots though, and you only have 2 max energy right now, actually.
Okay.
So you currently don't have a way to deal with those.
Well, that was definitely worth the effort.
Well, you get a full heal off of it.
Yeah.
So now we can go down.
Yeah, the big thingus dropped down, so... Okay.
Those spikes down there are one of the few cases of insta-kill spikes
Oh, cool.
in the game. Yep. Yeah, so...
I have not yet gotten used to this game's visual language. I had this problem with... I might have had it with Metroid Dread. I definitely had it with Samus Returns, where, like, playing through the game, I could never tell when a thing was, like, a save station versus a missile station or, like, energy one. Or maybe one of those was distinguishable, I don't remember. But it was, like, here I have, like, the thing I just touched gave me an extra, like, you know, energy sphere.
It was
I didn't recognize that it was anything different than just the recharge ones, because I'm not paying enough attention to it.
It was a big blue cell. It's similar to the ones you have at like the bottom next to your like experience and whatnot. It's a big one in the overworld that's kind of staying there.
Yeah, this is almost certainly my own problem and not the game's. I don't know if it's just because like, when I'm recording something and like trying to commentate, I'm not paying as much attention. but
They did fine.
Bennigan's.
Try to make a save now that you've crossed Deep Nest.
No.
I didn't realize you could make that jump. Well, that lantern had a death wish apparently.
Pile of bullshit. The game is presenting me with more than one branching path, therefore it is overwhelming.
Oh yeah, this plant. One of those breakable plants is in the like area you can't get back to. So, and it just gives you a bunch of experience. It doesn't give you anything else. It's not even tracked for like 100%. So.
I see. Is it something that you can make a check in a randomizer?
Yes, they are checks in randomizer. For that one that's missable in the randomizer though, it's just it gives nothing.
Okay.
Just because it is the only one missable one in the game that like, yeah. It used to give hints on where you'd find some abilities, but then they just changed it so once you get to that area, then it just gives you the hints automatically. You don't have to break the plants anymore.
So I don't remember if you actually said, since we were talking about this at the beginning of the video, have you played Hollow Knight?
Yes, I have played and I beat it, but I didn't do everything in the game.
Okay.
I have beaten Absolute Radiance, but
Damn. That's
I haven't done no.
I still feel like that is a surprising thing for like as many people to have
It was
gotten through
raw.
as they did. Because I had the experience of like I did it for the first time in the LP, and I felt like it was this like massive accomplishment, and then I realized just how many people had actually done it. Because for some reason I thought that it was like this thing that just most players had never actually tried, or succeeded with rather. And now that I've done it multiple times, I'm like, okay, yeah, it wasn't actually that bad, but it's like
save. We got unfun times coming up here. Oh wait, go back up a little bit, but you can place a save up there. You can get this upcoming pickup right here on the floor, but make a save first because there's you have to use enemy physics as it is. But yeah, Absolute Radiance was not fun. It took me a long while before I was able to beat it.
Yeah, it's like I said that it's not so bad. It's not so bad once you do it once. It still is fucking god-awful to do the first time.
Not to mention, every attempt requires you to go through a shit ton of other stuff beforehand.
Well, you can practice it in Hall of Gods, but you have to reach it once to even get that luxury.
Actually, oh, is that not Absrad? At the if you do the thing with the mark and you fight the Hollow Knight? Or is that just Radiant?
That's regular
just
Radiance.
Radiance.
Absrad is...
Okay, no, I've not done Absrad then.
Okay. Yeah, Absrad is at the end of the final Pantheon.
Yeah, I didn't touch the Pantheons really.
Okay.
I really like the regular Radiance fight. I've not tried Absrad, but I really like the regular Radiance fight.
Okay. I forgot there was a difference there in the two.
Yeah, it's basically just faster, and I think it has the same attacks. Or no, I think the attacks are like kind of tuned up a bit. Like,
yeah,
they're just harder to dodge in general. So
you can't really go up any further from here. So you would need to be going to the right. If you look at your map, actually, going right is actually where your next goal is supposed to be.
Does it have goals? Oh, this thing.
Okay. Oh yeah, yep, you're almost there.
But the reason I asked is just because you introduced me to this game. I assume you prefer this one, or do you like them for different reasons?
Yes.
Okay.
I prefer this one. I prefer the other Ori 2 actually over Hollow Knight. I think the big thing for me in games is I like the way that the games play, like in terms of like movement and like how it feels. And in both this game and its sequel, the movement is very fluid and very fast. It's a lot more fast paced than Hollow Knight.
I
Like
can kind of
you
see
can still
that.
go fast on you can still go fast on Hollow Knight,
But
but like
there's long
you have to
chunks of just, walking around slowly.
or combat or trying to navigate mazes like big areas. This game, the areas are generally pretty open for the most part. And so it's just knowing how to quickly get like fly and run through an area. I like more. So that's why I like this game and whatnot more than Hollow Knight. I actually haven't even fought any of the Grim stuff because I didn't really know how to start or do that actually.
It's not very
Well
telegraphed.
advertised.
You either have to just get lucky enough to find it or look up what to do. Same thing with the Pantheons, honestly. It's just like, okay, the boss rush mode and, like, one of the game's hardest ending is just locked behind this random, very easily missable wall in a fucking sewer somewhere.
And you need to find all the keys if you use them beforehand. Because
Yes.
you need a simple key, but if you used it in the other places, then yeah.
Right. I did save there, right? I'm already... Okay.
Yep, you did save because you were at 1 HP and then you healed on the well. So you need to make friends with that rock some more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're actually a good chunk, like a decent chunk through this game. Actually, we're coming up to, I would say, probably maybe the 1/5 part of the game actually. So we're a good chunk in it actually.
It's surprising. I think there was, like, earlier when I looked at the map screen, it said I had, like, 3% uncovered.
That's for an area. Each area has a percentage to it actually. So here's the tech height.
With a fantastic looking face. My baby god stole.
Buy a big old gun.
My cousin Pumpkin.
Parents beware, they hide heroin and guns in their jelly beans.
Yes. How's it going? I'm going to disregard you for the time being.
Disregard females, acquire wealth. Or acquire currency, or whatever it was.
I forget, was it disregard the constabulatory, or was there another word? I don't remember. It's just,
It might have been the constabulatory.
well, no, it was definitely constabulatory. I couldn't remember if it was disregard. It was just some, overly verbose way of saying fuck the police.
Jesus, doesn't do 3 damage. That's really rude. But you're dead now.
Saying I need to lure some sort of smashy thing over here.
Yeah.
Did I just do a circle? No.
Nope.
What about Mashy Spike Plate?
What is mashy spike plate?
It's something that Wheatley says in Pull 2.
Why does that enemy look like they're animated at a different frame rate as everything else?
I would go back up and make a save real fast before you, yeah, because it's been a while, how minute since you saved. Okay.
This thing hasn't been cleaned out in a minute.
Shut up.
So,
Please.
so these purple spitter shots can break stuff actually, and this whole room is a puzzle actually. If you go down,
Let me just kind of do this again.
yep. So you broke this first one, and Chasm did.
And that thing just died. Okay.
It'll respawn after a little bit, because, yeah, you need him. I think you have to go down. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, usually things that are breakable like that will have a big, like, white glow on them. Like a fracture glow. If not, it'll be
fuck me spot. Do I want to be going? Oh, well, here's the thing.
Go explore. Yeah.
Because, yeah, right here. The, weird, you know, half FPS,
This is the whole charge. Yeah.
doodle bop went the other way.
Yep. Can't break that floor, so we need to go keep chasing.
Yeah.
I forgot to point out, there's a Triforce apparently down there actually.
What?
You go back to the that breakable floor up there. A little more to the right.
And take thorn damage.
Yeah, there's a Triforce
yeah.
there
Yeah,
actually.
sure enough.
I don't think I knew that. I knew that for a while now, but I didn't realize that.
Well, it's actually the crest of the fucking, what is it?
Rail card.
Not that one.
Okay, so it looks like each one of these kind of activates.
Goes
a
to
new
the next one. Yep.
That's kind of cool.
It's got a good mix of puzzles and whatnot.
Gets distracted looking up the joke I'm making.
Yes.
Fine. I mean, here we have a. Yep. Our friend, lasers.
Yes.
And these are on stick hills, as I mentioned earlier.
Am I just imagining that about the way that thing is moving? It feels like stop motion or something. It's got just a weird uncanniness to it.
I would say it probably follows that a little bit. You cannot make that jump, unfortunately. This being a game made in Unity, it actually is it is a 3D rendered game that, like, the models are 3D and everything. It's just that the camera forces it to be. It's stationed in such a way that it is like the 2D side scrolling, and they built everything on the 2D plane.
Yeah.
Okay,
But-
it's the Hojo clan.
Unfortunately, you need like one more. That's more than a millimeter. That's like a tiny bit more height to get that, unfortunately.
That was definitely worth my time.
Yeah, the game does have a lot of connections between areas, though, so it is kind of neat.
Alright, for this I need to be able to spike Pogo.
Except Spike Pogo hadn't come out yet before this game came out. Yep, game saved.
Spike Pogo was in, like, DuckTales.
Oh, that's true.
Sure. Let's see what's in here.
That's one thing I do like about. That's the Rhino guy from earlier that will charge at you. So
Yeah, it's looking like a big rock that's gonna fall.
because of this one, Steve.
And okay. I don't know if there's much of a reason for me to try to crush this, but I'm going to keep trying it anyway.
Well, you got crushed.
Yeah, the timing on this is a little tricky.
Generally, if you just run after. Oh, there he goes. Nice. Give me a chunk of X.
And then die to this.
I'm trying not to.
So anyway, I started blast.
Basically.
Make it safe here now that you're past some of the. If you can, I actually don't know if this is a safe area. Oh, it is. Okay.
Well, if I learned anything from the other day, you know, you cannot sleep here as there are monsters nearby. Apparently, is full of shit.
I saw that
Yes.
moment.
You did.
Yeah.
I have died badly.
Alright, I've collected a fourth bullshit. I can,
Yep. You can now.
I'm surprised by how many good moments have been happening in that series. I kind of figured it was gonna be like boring, but I don't know. Like boring for the viewer, I mean. And don't get me wrong, large amounts of it are like, well, what do I do? Alright, I need another, you know, fucking andesite machine, and so I need a bunch of these, whatever the fuck they're called, connecting mechanisms. Sorry, let me go over here and grab a bunch of andesite alloy.
okay, there's a door. What is not the... What was the... That's... okay, there. Is that the one
Yeah, there's multiple. There's that one up there, and then there's this one you're about to come up to that you actually can't. Despite it looking like you can reach it, you actually cannot yet, so...
Alright, well, let me at least find out why I can't.
Actually, you might be able to get up, now I think about it. If you go down...
Hold on. Okay, we got this thing already.
I'll take the one for Charge Flame, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Okay.
Radius and damage or half cost. Poison water does not kill you in this game instantly, it just does damage repeatedly.
Okay. And there's
That's why.
wall, yeah.
Yep. Unless I teach you a glitch that exists. It's a very easy glitch to do.
I mean, I'm slightly interested.
So jump on the swinging log here, and then jump down to the left. And as you're falling, pause the game.
With escape, or...
Yeah, with escape.
So, like, cling to the side and then drop and then hit escape?
Yeah. If you hit difficulty, choose one of the other modes real fast. Saying you cancel. Cancel again. And go back to hit resume now. Your falling momentum like clears, so you lose all your original fast falling vertical velocity. So you can float basically by pausing and changing the difficulty, or trying to change difficulty.
Did I just not time it right, or...?
No, you did. It's just that you probably didn't realize that if you do it after a certain point, you'll notice that like Ori will kind of stall in the air. And it's not timing specific, so yeah. If anything, hit cancel, and then you want to hit the pause menu again very shortly after. You're gonna have to chain several of these back to back, basically.
Oh, I see.
What you can do, honestly, is when you're on that swinging log, just hold left, honestly. Just like hold left, run off, and then get ready to pause.
Okay. I probably don't want to bother doing that.
Yeah, that trick is actually banned in most most competitive randomizers because it trivializes pretty much everything in the game, being able to just flow or cross a lot of horizontal gaps that you normally would need other abilities to do.
Randomizers are odd because, like, on the one hand, it is kind of cool to like get a powerful thing early on, but depending on how the game is, I don't even want to say balanced because, like, obviously, you know, devs don't design around randomizers, but
yeah, the logic
depending on how the logic works out is, I don't know. I almost think sometimes it's kind of lame if you too often get something very powerful early on,
or it expects you to do like a stupid trick or like navigation.
I mean, I don't mind the stupid tricks. More so, I just think it gets a bit samey especially if it gets you a lot of item checks. The way the algorithm works means that it's kind of it will sometimes tend towards actually giving you that powerful item pretty early. Depending on how they are running the setup for like the randomization.
I don't fully know.
Which is kind of lame.
There was 2 versions of the randomizer. One of them changed the way the logic works. I don't know what they are offhand. I know. Actually, I don't want to talk on my ass. All I know though is that there is the like legacy setting, which is whenever you would get a pickup that gives you like major progression or like it unlocks more stuff, your next thing that you would have to find would have been locked by the previous step. So say you find wall jump, well then the next thing that you would need is locked behind wall jump. And then say you find the dash ability, then the next thing that you would need would be locked behind dash and wall jump, and so forth. Anyway, we all fell into the pit.
Yeah.
I forget how the current way the logic works for the randomizer now, but all I know is that it does not account for pause floating, so... Oh gosh.
Everything is fine, nothing is ruined. Now, I could have saved there. It would have been the smart thing to do.
Did that frog just teleport? I think that frog just teleported, like 2 inches to its left.
Good.
And now mini boss.
We have not really had a boss yet. For some reason I was not really expecting any. I don't know why.
I'm gonna be frank, this game does not have bosses. These mini bosses are about the most that you get in terms of like a complicated boss fight.
Seems like the first couple of bosses of a blue fire actually. But then the game actually did have some real bosses later on. So.
Yeah, the second game has. Yeah, the second game with the more fleshed out combat has proper bosses in it.
I suppose that makes sense. Yep, that thing had exactly 1 attack.
It wasn't the Retro Studios attack though.
It wasn't what?
The Retro Studios attack, because it didn't make shockwaves.
Yes.
Right.
I wonder if, I mean, there probably just is an answer to this. I don't remember. That, like, leak that happened with that, like, that one game that, Retro was working on with, like, the one that was, like, kind of like Cameo. I wonder if that had a boss with a freaking shockwave attack.
You know what it did have? Fucking Disney musical number.
I liked the random-ass Disney musical number.
So all of Balan Wonderland. I don't know anything about the game other than it's really bad.
Nothing wrong with Balan Wonderworld. I mean, there are several things wrong with it, but
you've made it your job to defend it.
I watched a single video where somebody semi-defended it and said it's not that bad, it's just mediocre, but it's not horrible, and it has some good stuff about it. And ever since then, anytime somebody shits on the game and says, "Oh man, it's so trash," I kind of have to like groan and roll my eyes, and I'm like, it's not that bad. But I haven't tried it myself, so I still need to do that.
Yeah.
And every time I say I need to do it, people are like, "Oh no, don't do that to yourself."
You don't understand. You'll never be the same.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious to see it, because, like, you know, even games that are bad are often bad in unique ways that can still be entertaining. Yeah.
Right. There's always something good in like bad in games, whether they end up intentionally bad or unintentionally.
That one Alpha Rad video also pisses me off, where he's like commentating. I think it's Alpha Rad anyway. Where he's like commentating. Yeah, he's commentating over the chess cutscene, and just completely does not understand what's happening.
Yeah, I liked that.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen that happen.
Good. But yeah, he just, was watching the cutscene, does not understand what's happening in it, just decides what it seems like, and then because that thing that he decided is stupid, he's like, wow, this game's story is so stupid, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, you don't understand. He lost a single game, and then, you know, had to go nuclear because of it.
God.
Gonna be honest, don't remember collecting these.
One was from the mini boss, and you just got the second one from the jumping gauntlet there. You do need to go that way.
Okay,
You can't get up, unfortunately.
Yeah, just double
Very
checking.
soon, though. Yeah, I would say you're at the part of the game where it's gonna pick up quite a lot, actually. So.
Good, just in time for me to end the video.
You know, yeah, I was gonna say.
You know, this isn't on a strict time limit. I was aiming for 2 hours, and we're at hour 45, so...
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, okay, well, we've hit the point.
You can finish
that.
I would say you could probably finish this area, honestly, and then head to the first dungeon, where we saw the guy stealing the babe, aka the orb. That's the first dungeon, and once we get there, that'll be a pretty good stopping point. Because that's honestly, that's also where a very big difficulty spike is. So.
I just not get back up. Oh.
Unfortunately not. But yeah, that first dungeon, it's not hard, but the finale of it is known to be very difficult for a lot of people.
Is there just like a big gauntlet?
It's when I said this game had no bosses, it's because instead of bosses you have escape sequences.
Okay.
And the escape sequence for the Ginzo tree is, I never had difficulty with it, but a lot of like casual people who like don't play a lot of like really tight platforming games it's a really hard escape to do, because if you die at any point during it, you have to redo the entire escape.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Anyway,
sounds like something that would be in like Oddworld.
But yeah, we have space jump now. Not the 2D space jumps, but Prime version space jumps.
Right. How's it going?
Just chilling.
Prancing.
La dee la 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 doo.
Okay. I guess just heading somewhere over here-ish.
Yep. We can now reach the left side of the hideout, because things that were just barely out of reach we can now double jump up to. Unfortunately, with the way that things ended up, we were not be getting the really fun ability, because that's in the first dungeon. But it's fine. That one ability though is honestly what really makes and breaks this game.
Is it like an air dash or?
It's not. What it is though is you get the ability to. It's called bash, and what it is you basically can use any enemy or projectile, and you can like launch yourself in a direction while you launch the other thing in the other direction for redirection or for like throwing enemies off cliffs, etc.
Okay.
And it does so at a very fast speed, and you can maintain this speed with like double jumps, another ability you'll get later on. And so once you get, and you can also use it to like lure enemies to spots that you normally don't have enemies to get up. And so with that one ability, once you get that ability, you can pretty much beat the game actually. So it's not going to be pleasant, but yes, that's how broken that ability is. It is very, very strong.
Well, sounds kind of cool. Good.
You have to go up a little bit.
Don't know how to up something.
Yeah. Honestly, this is a good teaser though for what the game has. We're past the early game, and we're honestly at, I would say, the middle point, like the point of the game where you have a lot of your mobility. There's a lot of cleanup you can go back and do now.
Right. Yeah, it's like with Metroidvanias, usually the beginning part is a little slow. So it's, you know, trying to just do like a little sample of it, and only seeing the beginning doesn't really give you the full experience, but
yeah,
I've been liking it well enough. I guess it's just to the left.
Yeah. Down there's just a bunch of extra pickups, but nothing super important, so...
Oh, I figured that was progress.
Nope, because you're trying to get back out of this place now.
Okay. Well, normally I would want to get the pickups, but I guess in the interest of getting through this
little bit of
more
time.
Seeing more of
quickly.
the game. Yeah.
Down there is a little not fun also. So yeah, this game so far it's been pretty good. You've actually not died a whole lot. Other than the one like
Any
lantern room.
Times that I did die, it was usually repeatedly to the same thing.
Yeah. I will say though, this game does get a little unfair, like slightly unfair later on. Just sections do a lot of damage very fast. Like spikes would do like 3-4 damage, and so it's like, granted with how much you have, that's very quickly able to kill you, like liable to kill you,
Right.
especially with multiple hits. So
Game.
case in point, yeah. There's also just a lot of insta kill later on also, but yeah. Thankfully you can make saves wherever, and you heal when you make saves.
Yeah, I wanted to make a save here, but there was an enemy harassing me, so...
Actually, if you pick that up, you get a level up.
Let's see. Oh, there's the air dash. I did not expect that to just be a skill tree thing.
Yep.
Okay. That's just absorb shit. This is what the hell is the air dash?
You have to. Unfortunately, it will cost more than one ability.
Oh,
points.
it
You have to
takes
save
two.
up for it,
I
though.
see. Okay.
I would save up for it. It's definitely worth it. Friendly bats. They don't despawn after you
So,
notice.
I guess with it being a thing in the skill tree, it probably, if I had to guess, I'd say it probably is required at some point, but not until, like, really late, where you would
Nope.
have, like, definitely gotten it.
It is not required at all because dash is not in the original version of the game.
Oh,
Yes.
I did a good job.
Yes. Oh, you have to go back and pick up the exp. You didn't save after. Yeah. But yeah, dash and the other ability which we've yet to see did not exist in the original version. So
Did I get the dash from that dark area?
yes, that dark area is
and
new.
you said
is
that
with
wasn't...
the
Yeah.
yep. So
So I'm going to be honest here. The reason I died there was because I immediately tried to air dash between these, forgetting that I didn't get it.
oops. Actually, we get air dash in a little bit here. Actually, not.
It's very interesting to me, the notion of like adding an area to a Metroidvania. Like, it's one thing when like they did it for like the Grim Troop stuff, where it doesn't really give you any new abilities, but adding like an extra movement ability in like an update or something mid game seems really interesting to me. It kind of reminds me of how like I've joked about you know, like DLC for BA3. It's like obviously we couldn't really add anything that would change the game's progression or give you access to any unique heart pieces. I've always said, you know, we have no plans for this whatsoever, and it would be a massive like feature creep. But if we completed the game and we're like, we kind of feel like making another thing in 192 and adding to this game. I've always said the way we would do it is just basically just adding a dungeon midway through that doesn't actually get you anything, and it's just there to have something else to do. But it would be very pointless and probably detract from the game's pacing. So
It would just... You would complete it, and you would just get, like, 4 heart containers. It would be very unbalanced. Okay, hold on. Can I go through this from below? Yeah.
Yes. Generally, with things like that, you can go from below. Escaping the Trap is the name of the song. It is not in the original soundtrack, but it was added later in a free, like, extended soundtrack.
I know of a few games that have done that and just like added songs to the game later.
Oh,
Hell, Pseudo Regalia had extended the like main Castle Sansa theme in an update because the original was like too repetitive for people.
Yeah, I mean, the song always existed. It's just that in like the official soundtrack, that was one of the songs that was not like added initially.
Oh, I see.
But then later they did like a additional tracks version where they added like that song.
Okay, I thought you meant they added it to the game. Like,
No, it was always in the game. It's just that in the like the official soundtrack.
Oh.
Yep. Found a secret.
Donkey Kong Country Return secret. Or new soup. Those games
Music
are
was
just
more accurate.
obsessed. I mean, DKCR also just constantly has shit where it's like, you know, you walk against a wall and it's like, oh, some leaves move out of the way, here's a puzzle piece.
Oh, I never played that. Oh.
Isn't Jinzo a Yu-Gi-Oh thing?
Yeah,
It is,
Jinzo.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Machine robot psychic. Actually, I don't think it's psychic. I think it's just machine.
no, it predates the psychic type.
Yeah.
It's a machine. Very useful. 1 tribute, 2400 attack, so slightly less than Summon Skull, but it
Negates trap.
negates traps while it's out.
Yeah, opponent can activate trap cards. Also, this is gonna sound counterintuitive, but you want to go back down and fall into the pit. But you want to hold
warp
left.
out, or
No, but
oh,
if
to
you
go
hold
through
left,
this tunnel.
you can't. But there is an ability cell there, which gives you an instant level up, basically, and that'll let you get air dash.
Okay,
It's a little bit of a detour, but
that's fine.
just hug left. That's what that like white glowing ones are. Those are like full level ups. They're called ability cells, as that is. Just give you an ability point. So, yep, you know, pick up air dash, which will help a lot. Now you can only do it once per jump, but or one time you jump off the ground. But yeah, actually you can climb up. Actually, now I think about it. If you
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to.
on the bridge.
What is this guy down here?
That's the other side that we saw. Yep.
I don't remember if I've got another thing to put in this, but that is, yeah, a whole other freaking thing. Okay, so you said this was just like for pickups. Like I said,
Yeah.
would check that if I wasn't a little bit time punched.
You should be able to platform your way out of here.
Yeah.
And then you can dash into like walls also to be able to climb to wall jump off them faster.
Oh.
There you go.
I'm not used to having like this. This is gonna sound stupid. It's like I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with it, but I'm not used to having WAD's movement and spacebar jump in a 2D platformer. I'm having problems where like when I try to like wall jump off a wall and change direction and like keep holding space, it's like kind of fucking me up a little bit.
Yeah, because most wall jumps you would press away from the wall and then press the jump button. Whereas this one you want to keep holding against it and then press the jump button.
Wall jumps might be some of the most inconsistently programmed things in any video game.
Did not notice the spikes.
That's what it is. Yeah. I guess as we're gonna be wrapping up soon, I guess I should probably talk a little bit about some other topics before we do some cleanup on the way back. Yeah, I do really like this game. The randomizer is very well fleshed out, and there's a lot of interesting interactions with different skills and enemies. As we looked a little bit too, the overworld is mostly connected to each other, so there's some interesting paths that can happen in terms of like logic, because you can start at any of the like spirit wells. It's not always at the start. Otherwise, it is just a fun game to kind of go through. It's nice and short, surprisingly, because we were about to enter the first of 3 dungeons. So we're pretty quickly going along in this game.
So
They do get
I should probably
this
learn some shorter games. Josh has Banjo Kazooie that he can just kind of knock out in like an afternoon.
I mean, that game
I've
still
seen
takes like
Regalia,
6
but-
hours. I would say my like go-to quick game is Zero Mission.
Yeah.
Mine's definitely Pseudo Regalia.
Careful dashing into walls. Dashing resets your like iframes as it is, so if you can just dash over and over into spike and kill yourself, or get crushed. But yeah, yeah, the speedruns for this game are also really crazy. Like the main category is all skills, where you get every skill in the game. That one is like a 30-minute speedrun, which is really crazy. I think my personal best is probably like not in all skills speedrun because I don't do the speedrun. I do just primarily the randomizer, but I would say I think the fastest I've beaten this game is probably like an hour and a half. Because I do know a lot of the skips for like later on and whatnot that the speedrun uses, but there are some tricks that are very, very like make or break, or like I can spend like 20 minutes on just because of how difficult they are. Fortunately, life is just out of your reach here.
Can't get up there.
No. The sequel is I would say the movement's about on par. It's got a lot more like nuance or more like movement tricks than this one. This one's a lot more. It's just knowing how to maintain your speed primarily and going fast. The sequel has a lot more like very specific like ability movement interaction, which is it's a give and take. I kind of like it a little more, but I also dislike it at the same time. The combat in the sequel is a lot more like Hollow Knight. You actually have like different abilities you can use. Like you have a sword, you have a bow, you can get like a spear lance. And so the sequel is a lot more fleshed out in terms of
A spear.
it's a lot more fleshed out in the combat, but as a result the gameplay is a lot more difficult than this one. This one's pretty much just a platformer at its heart.
Right.
I would say the other one's a lot more like Hollow Knight by comparison, where you have to learn both like how enemy and boss patterns work on top of just the movement.
Yeah, I can see, arguments for either style. It's probably just a matter of taste. Because I don't really have an issue with, the more simplistic approach.
This game looks very nice. Like, it's very painterly. I feel like that could be a little bit better clarity for, like, what is an interactable element and stuff like that.
I don't know if I've really had that issue. There was the thing I said before about, like, not knowing the game's visual language yet, but, if I see a big glowy thing, I know it's important. I just might not know what it does.
Things in this game are generally color-coded, like the blue breakable or, like, the white breakable.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's just a me thing.
Like that floor up above. Yeah, that floor up
Oh.
above is cracked, so you can be able to break it later. If anything, it's stuff like these secrets that are hard to tell. I know, other than just playing the game and knowing where they all are, once you fully upgrade the purple tree, you get a skill called Sense, which makes it so they become, like, a little bit more translucent. So you can actually see where the secret areas are.
Gotcha. I don't know, even just stuff like the fact that these spikes have kind of this, like, little irregularity to them to make them look more naturalistic.
And the hitboxes.
I don't know, something about that fucks me out because it's like it doesn't have the clearest hitbox. It's kind of a trade-off. I think I tend to prefer the stuff that's a bit more standard to make it clear.
But more universal, yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with either approach necessarily, as long as it still has a clarity to it.
Yeah. I was gonna mention also, how I mentioned, yeah, with the second game you actually lose almost all of your abilities. You have to relearn some of them. And I think that's just because as like when we get the abilities, we're like inheriting the light basically from absorbing them. And so I think like at the end of this game, what happens is we end up restoring the world, kind of like the forest and whatnot. And I assume in that process we give back the light to like the ones who we like borrowed their powers. I assume that's why. Because most of the abilities do return in the sequel. It's just that you have to unlock them again. So,
Yeah.
And I guess just with this game, with the sheer amount of stuff that you can do with all these skills and everything, if you had all these skills going straight into the second game, it'd be hard to build like a unique, in a unique world. Don't get to save. Okay. Yeah, we're almost back to the Genzo tree.
I'm, let's not forget that there was, like, an area down there. I'm like, oh, it's just for pickups, I won't bother. And meanwhile, I've been taking, like, every possible side path to collect shit.
Nice.
But, I'm having fun exploring.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's a very fun game.
Is this a thing I've already interacted with? I don't remember.
You didn't have the map stone for it. It was to the left, actually. I'm not sure if you saw it, but yeah. I think we're getting a cutscene
Can
here.
you restart the thing again now?
We did not put the thing in the square hole, unfortunately.
Damn.
It's a little up and to the left. Oh, we don't get the cutscene here yet. Oh, it must be later. You get it.
That thing.
Yeah, there's the map. Yep, there's the map stone.
I reached that from... No, I gotta go around the other side.
The other side.
Oh, it's not from the left?
You go up and then you fall down the left side.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one of the most popular starting areas for the randomizer because you can get a lot of skills here. You know, a couple pickups here without anything. Yeah, and you drop down through that mushroom.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I guess what are your... You kind of talked about it a little bit, Autumn, but yeah, what are your thoughts on the game so far, having watched it?
It looks fun. I've always been, it's always been on my radar, I guess I would say. But there's always tons of games that are kind of vaguely on my radar. I will probably try it at some point. I don't know when.
That's kind of why I wanted to pull you in, so you can get your
Yeah,
reaction.
I'm a huge Metroidvania fan, so I've mostly only really tried stuff in the past few years. Like Metroid itself, I only tried in 2021. You know, I only tried Hollow Knight a year later and only beat it last year. I'm still kind of trying.
You found a bunch of
stuff,
like
even to this
lesser known indie ones.
Yeah, towards the end of last year, I I wouldn't even say I really looked into it. It's more so just I happened to get recommended a video talking about like good Metroidvanias that you should try. I tried a few of those. Quite liked most of them.
This game was technically an indie studio game. It became somewhat big because Microsoft picked up the studio and everything, but this was a small indie project for a while, so...
I still need to actually play the other half of the name. I still need to play a single fucking Castlevania game. I still don't know what the plan is for that, because we have like multiple different people that are interested in seeing me and or you go through it, Josh, so like, I need to figure out what...
I mean, it was mainly Joseph, right?
Yeah, well, also I think Rachel is bigly interested in watching me play Castlevania. So
yeah, I've not played a Castlevania game myself actually, so
it might be best for one or both of us to stream. Sorry, you go.
Okay, yeah, I watched the stream that Joseph was playing primarily, and it looks like a really fun game that I would like. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Anyway, here's the first dungeon.
It's even a bit more combat focused than most Metroids, so I'll probably need to rely on save states because
Symphony or which one?
Just the
most of them look pretty.
Compared to Metroid, I feel like Metroid's more exploration-y and Castlevania is more combat-y.
Yeah, from what I've seen of I don't know if I'm gonna really do much in here. So while we're on the subject, I'll just mention like I'm interested in trying them. There is definitely a distinct flavor to them from what I've seen, where it's like there's a lot of emphasis on equipables and like stat management, which is not a thing I normally care for in this style of game, but it might still be fun. You know, everybody says Symphony's a great game. I imagine they're correct. The DS ones look fine. I don't know if I'd play all of them, but
such as the rabbit hole of Metroidvanias.
Would you say that there's like, is there like an intro section to this that I should get through, or is it basically going to be like, you know, I either do all of it or don't bother?
You could probably go to the tree, but how long are we at? I don't want to hold you guys
I'm
too much longer.
at 208. I can go a little bit longer if I want.
Oh, it would probably take a decent while to get to tree, maybe like 10 minutes if you want to get to that. You can mess with the new ability, and that would be where the game really opens up, is once you get that ability, see what it can do. It'd be a little long, but
sure.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Is this screen wrapping?
Yep. For the record, it's primarily just the escape that's the really notorious part of this dungeon. Everything up until then's not too bad. But you, as we'll see, if these screen wrapping portals, they can be a little bullshit sometimes. I've died several times because when you kind of go through them, it doesn't. Sometimes you can get stuck in a weird like damage loop, and you'll just get stuck. But we'll see that a little later on here. Except you can't kill it. So it's the red zoomers from Town Overworld.
Gamer. Oh no. I am curious how much the air dash can break the game.
Uh,
Well, apparently it doesn't keep your momentum through these.
it doesn't, but not fully. The air dash it's very helpful for doing a lot of navigation. There's an upgrade to air dash that you get with the skill tree
Game.
that they added. That ability is actually that's what breaks the game more than anything.
Mhm.
That ability is called charge dash, and what it is basically you hold up to like store energy, and then you can like dash. You basically launch yourself at an enemy, usually killing it in the process. But you can interrupt this with a jump, and by doing that, you can like basically skyrocket yourself upwards as long as you have like a valid enemy you can target or something with it. And it's very fast, and you can like break sections with it. The other ability that breaks the game is we're gonna get in this dungeon is called Bash, and I've mentioned what it can do beforehand.
Right.
Yeah. Between those two abilities, the game is severely broken open, like wide open.
Something I was gonna say, I forgot and got distracted. I still haven't played a Castlevania, but some of the other Metrovanias, like the smaller ones that I tried. From what I could tell from like having watched Joseph play some of the Castlevanias, the one I played called D-Lit and Wonder Labyrinth is like, it seems very Castlevania-esque in some ways.
You go forward here. This hallway is
And so I really liked that game. It kicked my ass with some of the bosses and frustrated me, but I did ultimately enjoy it and its combat design for the most part. So if the Castlevanias are indeed like that, then I'm quite excited to try them.
It's just a shortcut that goes back, so yeah, you could have gone that the entire way, but this next corridor is we'll see if you get bullshitted. Yeah, because you have to do some weaving and bobbing between these with no safe spots, so oh yeah, bullshit. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm having a hard time even telling where on the screen I am.
It's because going through these portals resets your iframe. So what happens is you go through it, you hit a spike, you bounce through the portal, you hit the spike on the other side, you bounce through it again, and yeah.
Right. Just a death loop.
Here we have a puzzle room. I do like the puzzles in these games too. These games have a good mix of also exploration and puzzles. So
Let's see. Okay. It's kind of cool.
Neat.
each dungeon does have its own gimmick. Well, the first and second one. The third one's more of a final exam one. But yeah, these first two dungeons do have like a unique mechanic to them, and so it is interesting to see it like utilized pretty much to its full extent for the most part.
Oh no, it's
These are just
a legend
mini
boss.
Yeah, this is the most that the bosses will be, are these spinning worms that.
seeing that puzzle just makes me really wish that we could have a fucking combo that just generates magic in
Yeah.
192.
Yeah, it would be
Because the only thing
nice.
that gives magic is like peace and.
Well, no, we want basically
No, like
something that shoots magic like a
a
wizard.
magic beam. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you could
Wait.
potentially do interesting puzzles with, like, pushing mirrors to deflect it, but it would need to be coming from a consistent source.
And
Yeah,
with
the only way
Rubber-
we can really do that is kind of soft forcing you to fire from a specific spot using just the layout of the room, but it's tricky.
We're almost at the ability, by the way, so...
Okay.
Yep, it's past the store, so...
I need 4 dinguses.
The others you were on the screen. I would make a save before you try this, in case we get Bing Bong between spikes again.
Yeah, like that.
Yep, and the ability should be past the store actually, so... Yep, there it is.
Nope. Alright guys, we'll just get some further so far. Yeah, I can already do that.
Yeah, normally dash doesn't exist, so this would be your equivalent of it. This is also where you'll need the mouse more innately from this point on.
I see. Red click near lanterns or enemy projectiles. Aim in the direction you'd like to lead. Okay. So it clings you to it, okay.
Yep.
So, if you're doing it with enemies, it kind of like freezes time too.
Yep, it freezes time for
Sick.
all of it. It's not infinite, but you do get a good chunk of time to react and adjust.
That's pretty neat.
Apparently, from what I think in the developer commentary, they said that like when they came up with this ability, like they came up with the idea and animation and whatnot for it first, and they were like, "This is really cool. We want to make it like a major ability in the game," and it really is actually. You use this ability pretty much everywhere and anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know if I've played something that has something similar to this. I'm surprised. I mean, this is still pretty early in the game, but I'm surprised it took as long as it did to get it, if this is kind of like the main...
I would say we're probably about halfway through the game. A little bit under half. Granted, there's a lot... It's the difference between 100%ing and just playing the game to beat it. We have to keep that in mind too. We're like halfway in terms of beating the game, but in terms of like collecting everything and whatnot, we are nowhere near being 100%. So... Yeah, so the broken thing with this ability here is you can... The reason why it's also so strong is you can do a trick known as double bashing, where after you release bash, you have like a 3-frame window, I think. Actually, no, I think it's a 2-frame window, where you can bash off it and go in the same direction as the way that you launched it initially. Meaning you can take a single fireball like anywhere in the game. Now granted, it's a 2-frame window every time, so it's very tight, but doing that, you can basically circumvent any platforming challenge in the game with it. You can get off of enemies, off of enemy shots. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that little double redirect there was cool.
I think that's about the most extent you'll ever have to do is like a double redirect like that. So...
Okay. If this area is going to go on for a while, I don't know if I'm going to be reaching a logical stopping point, so I could probably...
We're getting close to a spirit well, actually. If you want to get to the spirit well, and then you can use that to like teleport out, go do cleanup on your own time or whatnot.
Maybe.
Because you can teleport with the spirit well, so...
I have to keep remembering that. Yeah.
The arrow's the way that you're going to go. Yeah. One thing that I will say about the bash and why it's so strong of an ability is if you're kind of how Metroid Prime is coded, where like certain directions you will have like a max speed. This game has the same kind of syndrome where if you don't hold a direction after like bashing, you actually keep the speed of the bash, which is much higher than your running speed. So like if you bash straight left, don't touch left or right at all, and just jump, you can like launch yourself a really far distance.
I see.
And that's one reason why I do like this game, is that like it's a little nuanced movement like that, but it's just being able, just knowing that and using it to go really fast, like quickly zipping through areas is
Game, come on.
It should be able to shoot you down if you're on the lower part there. There you go. Yeah, also this guy, it's interesting that some shots follow gravity, some don't. Like these spider shots don't follow gravity, but those do. These spitters. Don't forget to save also before you
Yeah.
take an untimely death.
Yeah.
We'll have one more quick puzzle room here, and then another mini boss that doesn't take long to kill, and then we'll be at the spirit well that you can use to teleport.
Oh my god, game. Please.
Don't forget that you have air dash too to help you try and move left and right a bit.
Right.
The air dash resets every time that you your double jump also resets every time that you bash.
Right.
Oh, fun. Your double jump and dash both reset every time that you bash off an enemy. So, or bash in period. So.
And we do the cycle again.
Oh, there's one down. I'm not sure if you saw it.
Oh, I don't think I did.
It's underneath this lantern. There
Oh.
it is.
For some reason I thought that was another lantern. Alright, you said mini boss and then...
We'll get the spirit well, but we'll use it as a stopping point.
Okay. They just
At this point, we're actually...
for no reason.
Yeah, we're like 80% of the dungeon, but we got 2 puzzle rooms to go in the escape, and the escape might be a hassle, so we should just... We're already over time as is, so yeah, we should... Yep.
A legitimate mini boss. And yet here I am dying to it. Okay.
Yep, to the right. Once the store opens... Yeah. That was a good chunk of the game. We got about as far as I expected to, so...
Okay. Yeah, I will probably play more of this on my own.
Neat. I'd be interested to see it.
Okay.
It's definitely a very fun game. There's a lot that goes into learning how the mechanics work and just knowing where everything is too. The movement is very fluid. The randomizer is really fun to go through. It changes how you play the game every time. The story it's a nice story overall. It's a little basic, but nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I haven't really been paying attention to the story at all because I am just typically bad at that, and I figured there was no point in even really attempting while on camera because I don't know, there's just something wrong with me. But it basically just seems like the energy got stolen, bring it back, and here's some side stuff going on if you care to pay attention to it.
We can't get into the dungeon. We have to find the key to get into it, and shenanigans ensue. But yeah.
Anyway, I don't think I really have any closing thoughts. Like I said, I think it was fun. I'm glad you got me to try it.
Mm-hmm. The sequel it's a different beast to take on, I would say. You definitely would want to play it after this game, a little bit because of story, but also just
it's more mechanically complex.
Yeah,
makes sense.
It has a shard system similar to Hollow Knight, and whatnot. The combat itself is just a completely different beast to tackle. Overall, though, both games are very well. They're very well put together. They're very well refined. They both have multi-world and randomizer support, so that's always a bonus.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really have any closing thoughts other than I guess I probably should have
triangling.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess I could talk about how I remembered real fast.
Yep.
Weird to do this at the end of the video, not the start. Whoops, during introductions, but yeah. So I forgot. It's a long time ago, but my older brother, he's actually also a Patreon supporter.
Yes,
he found your channel back. It was back right around probably like 2013, even like when a lot of people were doing let's plays, like Nintendo Capri Sun, and then we didn't really watch Shaka Conroy, but I think he was like aware of it, and then we stumbled across Victim's channel here, and I guess just like the kind of down to earth, dry, sarcastic tone of it, not trying. I would say trying enough, but also not like going completely out of the way to make it like a profession, more of just a hobby.
Yeah, it's
so,
it's a blessing and a curse. I often wish that I had the motivation to do like any video editing and make my stuff at least a little bit more fun to watch. But I just I like to just try to have fun just playing through a game that I'm enjoying and not really make a big deal out of it.
I guess it's
I
crazy
definitely.
to think about.
I was just gonna say I definitely put in more effort for older stuff, and I just kind of got burnt out on it eventually.
It happens. I was gonna say I don't remember. I threw out a date earlier, but I honestly don't remember exactly when. But all I know is that we were watching back when like Demo World was still like the ongoing LP,
Yeah,
and there was
back
like
in,
the first hiatus there.
09 or something.
So yeah, we've been long time watchers at this point. So
I don't know who Big Up on a Bus is.
Neither do I. It's okay.
yeah. In any case, yeah. Rubyyoshi, you'll see me from time to time, primarily maybe in 14. I do a lot of stuff with this game, Metroid Prime, just kind of on Metroidvanias in general. Tend to keep myself mostly though, but more of a lurker than a chatter, but nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah, yawning. Okay, I'll take the yawning as a sign that I should go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All good.
I don't know if anybody else wants me to do one of these. I haven't gotten any messages about it yet, other than potentially in like email that I haven't checked. But yeah, these are available, assuming that I have the time for it and it is a game that I have access to. If you if you've been donating and want to redeem one of these, just let me know and I will get back to you.
And if for some reason you want Josh's insufferable co-host to be there as well, then you let him know.
That is up
We
to
can try.
that is up to you. It is not
Yeah,
not required.
not required at all. I don't have to be here.
Yeah, we can try and plan for it. Yeah, I do want to get Autumn though, because I know that they have expressed interest in the game, and I figured might as well get it at the same time. So
Yeah.
Anyway, we're ending.